Namaste, my dear friends. Now it's a time of festivals in India. It's a very special time, November, Kartik, which is a king of festivals, the best season. Because in the sky there is a best powerful stars blessing the earth. Name is Agastya Tara, Agastya star. But more important than Diwali is 2 days before Diwali, that is Dhanatrayodashi. Diwali means it's a Amavasya, it's a no moon night, new moon, some people say that. So, one day prior is 14th lunar day and 13th lunar day of Kartika is considered as very auspicious day for Lakshmi, for prosperity, called as Dhanteras. People go to shops. In North India, it's so, even in South also, everybody go for shopping and they purchase clothes, new vessels. At least there is one culture that people purchase golden coins or silver coins. And they think that is this day you do some best auspicious things. If you purchase, then you get blessed. And they do Lakshmi Puja. They pray Goddess Lakshmi that be in our house, be with us. But the question comes, is this puja going to make you rich? One question comes, then those people, those who don't worship Lakshmi, are they poor? Are they not rich? This question came in my mind. Then I went in deep research that what this Lakshmi means. Is it money? I understood what is that. The real story of this whole Dhanatrayodashi, Dhanteras, is given in Srimad Bhagavatam's 8th canto, Ashtam Skandha, 7th and 8th and 9th chapters. Story comes of Samudra Manthana, that ocean churning. There is a beautiful story, Katha of Samudra Manthana. Ocean churning comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, Ashtam Skandha, 7th chapter. With the desire of Narayana, Samudra Manthana event was organized, and in this Mandarachala mountain has been kept in ocean, and Vasuki Sarpa, the serpent, the god of serpent, which is Vasuki, which is a very big serpent, has been tied, has been put around this Mandarachal mountain, and one side, the head side of, like a rope. So one side is Asuras and one side is demigods, Devatas, and they are supposed to do churning. Whatever is told for good job to do, negative personality always do doubts. They think, why should I do this? Well, Asuras, demons did not like it. They were doubtful about intentions, as always. Well, but they get ready, and once when the process started, this Mandarachal mountain started going down in the water. That time, Narayana took a form of tortoise, and he just supported that at the base of Mandarachal mountain, and then he sat on the top. When Asuras and Devatas, they started doing this churning process, they were not able to do it. That time from base and from top, means from Mooladhara Chakra to Sahasrara Chakra, you see, churning happened, started by Narayana. First thing what came out was actually poison. Hala hala visha. considered as the most toxic poison. Once when this poison came out, to protect whole world, Shiva was approached. People were so much under panic and their breath was getting choked because of the smell of that poison, influence of that poison. That time Shiva says, I am so worried about people, I can't see people suffering. If one is having any capability, immediately one should use it in protection of mankind, helping others. So Shiva says to Parvati, I am going to drink this hala hala visha, most powerful toxic poison, and he drank it. But see the beauty of Shiva, he has not taken it inside and he has not let it be around. Therefore his neck became bluish, Nilakantha. But since it is done for the good intention, good cause to protect society, the same poisonous blue color became a very beauty angle to Shiva. Start looking very good look it gave to Lord Shiva. Message is, whatever we get, bad experiences or some losses, but if the intention is to help society, when you have capability to do that, if you do, even that scar also become a beauty spot. Now, once the problem of poison finished, now churning process was again started. Now, by the result of churning, best cow, Kamadhenu, which fulfills all desires, came out from ocean. It was given to rishis because they have to do yagyas, they have to do great tasks. And then Uchchaishrava, horse, came out. Bali, King Bali, who was the king of one of the most powerful demons, he said, I want it. Okay, was given to him. After that, Airavata, elephant, came out, was given to Indra. After that, Kaustubha, jewel, Kaustubha money came out from this churning, which was taken up by Ajit Narayana. He always keep this Kaustubha money. After Kaustubha money, Kalpavraksha came out. That is a tree which fulfills all desires, a mystic tree, truth speaking tree. Kalpavraksha came out. It's a tree which gives protection and shelter and medicines and food to whole universe, so given to all. Now beautiful apsaras came out, but finally from this churning, Lakshmi taken her form. Lakshmi, so powerful, like moon, like whole beauty of the whole cosmos, as if collected in one point. When this Lakshmi came, Lakshmi wanted to have its Narayana. There were everyone, there were demigods, there were demons, there were yakshas, gandharvas, but Lakshmi says, none of them I like. Why? Because everyone, if somebody has one good quality, then same time they have an oxymoron, contradiction, one bad quality. He saw that some of the people, they are very tejasvi, they have a capability to achieve anything impossible, but they have a side effect of anger. A person who is jnani, knowledgeable, you see, very learned, but can be attached on a very small thing to someone. You see, a person who is great, Mahana, is having a weakness of kama, sense enjoyment. You see, a person who is having a Aishwarya, very rich, nice watch, nice things, but is under control of someone. Means a big businessman under control of some big politician. A big politician backed up by some big deep state. Lakshmi saw that there are people who follow dharma, who follow religious principles very properly. Na bhuta sauhradam, but they don't have any compassion in their heart for people around them. On animals, one side they are very religious and eat animals and fight with human beings, but they are very spiritual people, religious people. So you say, I don't want such people. There are many people, Lakshmi saw that they have a virya, but it is under control of Kala, means if time finish, their virya finished. There are some great Mahatmas who have maybe not any of these mistakes, but they are already in Samadhi, they don't need me. There are so many people, those who are great monks, they don't need Lakshmi. You can see them in great places like Vrindavan. There are some people, they have a very good, long consciousness, good consciousness for quality and quantity of life is very good, but they don't have Sheela and Mangala. They don't have any auspicious things around them. Or else, vice versa. They have a lot of Sheela, Mangala, a lot of good things around them, but they don't have life, longevity of life. But then Lakshmi finally saw Narayana. You see, there is a hidden meaning behind each and every line of this story. When she saw Narayana, she immediately fell in love to Narayana. But she was sad, for instance. Nirapeksha bhipsitam. He has no apeksha, no desires, no expectations. So she says, he has no expectations for me also. But then she saw that that's why he is Narayana. So at last, Lakshmi selected Narayana as her husband, and she put the garland of lotus to his arms, and there was a Lakshmi Narayana Vivaha happened on Dhanatrayodashi, which is Dhanteras, this beautiful 13th lunar moon. Therefore, on this day, if somebody improves their bad qualities, win their bad qualities, then only they will get Lakshmi. When they win the negative side of each good side of theirs. Now, churning continued, and what came out is Lord Dhanvantari with Amrita Kalasha, a pot filled with nectar, which you can see here with Dhanvantari with us. It's the same form. So it says, I am going to read from Srimad Bhagavatam. Dirgha Pivara Dordandaha. He has a very long, beautiful arms. Kambu Grivo Arunekshanaha. He has a Kambu Griva. The neck of Dhanvantari is like a conch shell. Like from top small and a very nice, beautiful neck. Arunekshanaha. His eyes are like a rising sun as its brightness, like that Dhanvantari's eyes had that brightness. Shyamalastarunaha. His body is Shyamala, is a grayish, little bit with color like a sky. Sragvi Sarva Bhushana Bhushataha, with all jewels on his body. Pitavasaha Mahoraska, he is wearing yellow clothes. Su Mrashta Mani Kundalaha, beautiful jewels of like ear jewels. Snigdha Kunchita Keshantaha, he has a very lustured hair, curly hair. Subhagaha, very nice physical shape of the body. Simha Vikramaha, and has a courage like lion. All these are the meaning that how a Dhanvantari, if blesses, how one can be. Amrita Purna Kalasham, and in his hand there is a kalasha, a pot filled with Amrita. Vibhrada Valaya Bhushitam, with beautiful rings around it. Savai Bhagavataha Sakshat Vishnu Amshamsha Sambhavaha. This is Amshamsha Avatara of Vishnu. Dhanvantari iti khyataha. This form of Vishnu is called as, named as Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari iti khyata Ayurveda Dragajya Bhak, who created the great science of Ayurveda. Tamalokya Suraha. The moment, he brought it to remove tamas from the world. Now starts the game. The moment demons, asuras saw somebody coming out with nectar in the hand, in the nectar pot, they pulled it. You see, this is a human nature. So many people, in them there is a demon. If there is something good, they want to snatch it. And once they get, they fight within. Within them also there is a hate, fight. Now, demigods, devatas were very sad. What is this? Actually, as per the rule, whatever comes out unanimously, with agreement of all, it should be shared. And if the nectar came, if they have also done the hard work in this process of churning, demigod says, we also did the hard work, so it should be shared between both of us. But see, these demons are not sharing. They told to Narayana. Narayana said, wait, I know this injustice is very bad. I will see. I will take a call on these demons. So Narayana take a form of Mohini. Everything happening on Dhanatrayodashi. Now Mohini is a very beautiful. Moha means one which can attract, to which one can attach. And all demigods were silently observing, and demons got so much attached to her that they got total trust on her. And Mohini says, give this pot to me. She took the pot and she made them to sit in a queue, and also demigods. So demons were sitting and demigods sitting. Mohini said, wait, I will come to you. They can't make Mohini upset because they were attached so much. So they fear if they get upset, they may lose this beautiful lady. They can't be open up. So they were just silent, even though they know that something is wrong. First, Mohini gives nectar to these demigods. But there was one of the demon, Rahu, he covered himself, made his look like a devatas, and sat in that queue of demigods, and he also got amrita, nectar. That time sun and moon saw this, and they complained to Narayana. Narayana never liked cheating. He cut his head, and that became Rahu and Ketu. Hidden meaning of this story is, within us there is a demigods and demon. This Kundalini is actually Mandarachal. This is the ocean. Mandarachal mountain is this spine, and Sahasrara Chakra is where Kachapa sits, tortoise form of God, and Sahasrara Chakra where Narayana makes it move. When within us, when we start any good thing, toxins comes out, then purity within us, a power within us takes it. That is Shiva. If we have negativity, remember, nectar is given only to demigod side of you, Devat side of you, not to Asura side of you. Once when nectar was taken up by Devatas, that time Mohini stood in front of these demons, and she took again its form of Narayana and said, because you were cheating, you snatched nectar, so at last you put so much efforts, but in the end you got nothing. But demigods put their efforts with positivity and for good of the society, good of the world, with understanding with me, so they got nectar. Conclusion is this, that if we work, we live in this life we should take this vow on this day, that we will try to be very positive, we improve our demigod side, Deva side, and we minimize our demoniac side, means fighting within and outside people, jealous, only I want, ego, and not to be attached to beauty, rather to attach to goodness of any nature or any woman side also. In you there is one more thing, is a Rahu, which is a hypocrite, which has got actually nectar, which always close your both eyes, sun and moon. Protect yourself from hypocrisy, don't be hypocrite. Be very positive like demigods. Remove your ego and I and jealousy and envious and I should take everything, not to share, only for me. Remove this idea, means remove the demoniac attitude and psychology within you. Then Lakshmi gives nectar to us. This is the day for this message. So 2 days before Diwali, Dhanatrayodashi, Dhanteras is a Dhanvantari Jayanti. It's a birthday of Lord Dhanvantari, who came up with nectar, and it's a birthday of Lakshmi, and also Narayana, who took the form of Mohini to protect nectar from negative and give it to the positive. Hope we all will live with positivity for good cause, not for selfishness. Then we can enjoy Lakshmi, and Lakshmi will give us nectar, means good health, happiness and prosperity. Wish you good luck. Om Dham Dhanvantaraye Namaha. Om Hrim Shrim Klim Namo Mahalakshmiyai Haripriyayai Swaha. Harihi Om.